My marriage began with love and trust. I considered my husband my entire world. Our life was simple but peaceful. I made his dreams my own. I stood by him in every difficulty. I believed he would always stand by me. One day, his behavior started to change. He became quiet and distant. Whenever I asked, he avoided my questions. Then one evening, he asked me to sit down. His eyes were filled with tears. His hands were shaking. He told me he had cancer. My heart nearly stopped. I couldn't process what I heard. I held him tightly. I told him we would fight this together. I tried to stay strong. I put my faith in God. I started thinking about his treatment. I forgot about my own happiness. I sacrificed my sleep. I focused only on caring for him. But he slowly began pulling away. He said he didn't want to be a burden. He said he wanted freedom. Then he asked for a divorce. My heart shattered. Tears streamed down my face. I tried to control myself. I thought it was the illness talking. I tried to understand his pain.
He told me to move on and be happy. He said he wanted to fight alone. I hardened my heart. I agreed to the divorce. I believed I was making a sacrifice. I pretended to be strong. Inside, I was completely broken. But I stayed silent. The divorce was finalized. The house felt empty. The walls seemed to stare at me. Everything reminded me of him. I kept praying for his recovery. I believed he was getting treatment. I wanted to send him food. I still wished him well. I had no doubts about him. I kept reassuring myself. Then one day I heard the news. It felt like a knife through my heart. He had gotten married. And very quickly. He looked perfectly healthy. There was no cancer. No illness at all. It was all a lie. I couldn't breathe. My legs started shaking. I finally understood everything. He had deceived me. He used my sympathy. He played with my emotions. He pretended to have cancer. Just to get a divorce. Just for another woman. I collapsed to the floor. My tears wouldn't stop. I was completely shattered. I felt ashamed of my innocence. I cried over my love. I blamed myself. Slowly I gathered myself. Nights passed in tears. Days passed in silence. I didn't tell anyone. People celebrated his happiness. He smiled and moved on. I simply survived. Gradually, I accepted the truth. I began rebuilding myself. I spoke to God. I learned patience. I realized my own worth. I recognized my dignity. I stopped seeing myself as weak. I let go of the past. I embraced the present. I believed in the future. I learned not every relationship is real. No tear is wasted. Every pain becomes a lesson. I forgave myself. I left him to God. I made myself stronger. I learned to live again. I learned to smile again. I learned to love myself. I found myself again. This story is not just mine. It belongs to many women who become victims of betrayal, who believe in love, who make sacrifices, and receive pain in return. Yet they do not break. They rise again. They become stronger. I became strong too. Today I am at peace. Today I am free. Today I am myself. He is now just my past. His lies belong to him. My truth belongs to me. I did not give up. One chose myself. I chose life. I saved myself. Pain taught me lessons. Betrayal awakened me. Tears made me stronger. Silence taught me clarity. I am no longer weak. I am aware now. I am independent. My story isn't over. My life continues. I keep moving forward. I discovered who I am. I understood my value. I saw the power of patience. I witnessed the strength of prayer. I saw time deliver justice. I strengthened my faith in God. I found peace. I forgave myself again. I lightened my heart. I saw a new morning. I am no longer afraid of lies. I am no longer afraid of betrayal. I stand with the truth. I stand with myself. My silence is not weakness. My silence is strength. My story is a lesson. My life is an example. I won myself back. I found myself. I no longer live in the past. I no longer complain. I now give thanks. I look ahead. I smile again. I am strong now. I am free now. I am content now. I am whole now. I am alive. This story does not end here. This is a new beginning. A new life. A new courage. A new confidence. A new light. I learned to leave the darkness behind. I saved myself. One chose myself. That is my victory. Not every pain destroys you. Some pain refines you. My pain did the same. It reshaped me. It awakened me. It strengthened me. I no longer live on someone else's lies. I live by my truth. I believe in myself. I am happy. He remarried. I found myself. He chose lies. I chose truth. He chose the easy way. I chose the strong way. That is the difference. That is the lesson. That is reality. That is life. I did not give up. I did not lose myself. I saved myself. I held myself together. I rebuilt myself. One chose myself again. I embraced myself. I lived for myself. I found myself again. I freed myself. This story is true. This story is pain. This story is a lesson. This story is strength. This story is hope. This story is womanhood. This story is mine. This story belongs to many women who stay silent, but never break, who cry, but never surrender, who are betrayed, but never abandon themselves, who live on, who learn, who move forward, who grow stronger, who become themselves, and ultimately, who win.